Are you ready to bridge the gap between development and operations? Mastering GitHub and GitLab is no longer optional. It's the backbone of modern DevOps. In this video, we will cover DevOps certification practice questions, GitHub and GitLab training guide. Accelerate your DevOps career by mastering GitHub and GitLab. In this video, we dive deep into 30 high-quality practice questions designed to mimic the actual certification environment for DevOps experts using GitHub and GitLab. Make sure to grab a pen and paper to track your score. And let's see if you can pass this DevOps challenge. In GitLab CI/CD, which keyword is used to define that a job should only run when a specific file in the repository is modified? Option A, when. Manual. Option B, rules, changes. Option C, except, branches. Option D, only, changes. The correct answer is B. The rules, changes keyword in GitLab CI/CD is the modern and recommended way to trigger jobs based on modifications to specific files, while only changes exists as a legacy feature. Rules offers more flexibility by allowing logical and/or operations and combining changes with other conditions like branch names or environment variables. This optimization helps save runner resources by skipping unnecessary builds. In GitHub Actions, what is the default behavior if a single step in a job fails? Option A. The job continues to the next step but marks the job as failed. Option B. The job immediately stops, and all subsequent steps are skipped. Option C. The action automatically retries the failed step 3 times. Option D. The job rolls back all changes made by previous steps. The correct answer is B. By default, GitHub Actions follows a fail fast strategy. If a step returns a non-zero exit code, the job stops immediately, and subsequent steps are skipped unless they have a condition like if, always, or if, failure. Single quote. This prevents broken code from being deployed or processed further in the pipeline. Which GitHub feature allows you to prevent secret keys from being pushed to a repository by scanning the content before the push is completed? Option A. Dependabot. Option B. Secret scanning push protection. Option C. Code QL analysis. Option D. GitHub Guard. The correct answer is B. Secret scanning push protection is a security feature that intercepts Git push operations. If it detects a known secret, like an AWS key or Stripe token, it blocks the push entirely. This is proactive security, whereas standard secret scanning is reactive, detecting secrets after they are already in the history. In GitLab, what is the purpose of the artifacts keyword in a job definition? Option A. To specify which Docker images to use for the job. Option B. To list the dependencies required for the job to run. Option C. To define a list of files and directories that should be attached to the job after it finishes. Option D. To permanently store the source code of the repository. The correct answer is C. Artifacts are used to pass files between different stages of a pipeline or to download build outputs, like binaries or test reports, from the GitLab UI. Once a job completes, GitLab collects the specified files and uploads them to the server, making them available for subsequent jobs in later stages. When configuring a self-hosted GitHub Actions runner, What is the primary benefit of using labels? Option A. To categorize the billing department for the runner usage. Option B. To route specific jobs to runners with specific capabilities, e.g., GPU or specific OS. Option C. To encrypt the communication between the runner and GitHub. Option D. To increase the download speed of the repository. The correct answer is B. Labels allow you to target specific runners in your workflow YAML using the runs on field. For example, if you have a runner with specialized hardware like an NVIDIA GPU, you can label it GPU enabled. In your workflow setting, runs on self-hosted GPU enabled ensures that the job is only picked up by that specific runner. What is the correct Git command to update your local repository with changes from a remote GitLab repository without merging them immediately? Option A. Git pull. Option B. Git push. Option C. Git fetch. Option D. Git commit. The correct answer is C. Git fetch downloads the latest metadata and objects from the remote repository but does not modify your local working files. Git pull, on the other hand, is a combination of git fetch followed by git merge, which updates your current branch immediately. In a GitHub Actions workflow, how do you reference a secret named API_key stored in the repository settings? Option A. $API_key. Option B. Secrets. API_key. Option C. $secrets. API_key. Option D. $secrets. API_key. The correct answer is C. GitHub Actions uses the expression syntax less than expression greater than to evaluate variables and secrets. At runtime, to access secrets, you use the secrets context followed by the name of the secret defined in the repository settings. This ensures the value is masked in logs and available only to the execution environment. What is a GitLab runner executor? Option A. The person who reviews the merge request. Option B. The environment in which the job scripts run, e.g., Docker, Shell, VirtualBox. Option C. A specialized API for deploying to Kubernetes. Option D. The hardware CPU of the GitLab server. The correct answer is B. The executor determines the environment where the cd job script commands are executed. Common executors include Shell, runs directly on the host machine, Docker, runs inside a container, and Kubernetes, runs as a pod. Choosing the right executor is critical for build isolation and performance. Which tool integrated into GitLab provides static application security testing, SAST? Option A. GitLab Runner. Option B. GitLab Gitly. Option C. GitLab SAST, GoSec, SemGrep, etc. Option D. GitLab Pages. The correct answer is C. GitLab includes built-in SAST capabilities that analyze source code for known security vulnerabilities without executing the application. It uses various open-source engines like SemGrep and GoSec depending on the language, providing report summaries directly in the merge request view. In GitHub Actions, what does the workflow_run event trigger allow you to do? Option A. Trigger a workflow every time a code push occurs. Option B. Trigger a workflow based on the completion or outcome of another workflow. Option C. Manually run a workflow from the UI. Option D. Run a workflow on a cron schedule. The correct answer is B. The workflow_run event is used for orchestrating multi-workflow dependencies. It allows a subscriber workflow to run only after a primary workflow has finished. This is useful for separating C tasks, like testing, from CD tasks, like deployment, while maintaining a clear sequence. What is the primary goal of using GitOps with tools like GitLab and GitHub? Option A. To eliminate the need for developers to learn Git. Option B. To use Git as the single source of truth for infrastructure and application state. Option C. To store large binary files in the Git repository. Option D. To replace all automated testing with manual reviews. The correct answer is B. GitOps is a paradigm where the desired state of infrastructure, usually in Kubernetes, is defined in a Git repository. Tools monitor the repository and automatically reconcile the live environment to match the Git configuration, ensuring consistency, auditability, and easy rollbacks. Which branching strategy involves keeping a single, long-lived branch and using short-lived feature branches that are frequently merged back? Option A. Gitflow. Option B. Trunk-based development. Option C. GitHub flow. Option D. GitLab flow. The correct answer is C. GitHub flow is a lightweight, branch-based workflow. It consists of a main branch that is always deployable and feature branches that are merged via pull requests. It is simpler than Gitflow and is widely used for continuous delivery. In GitHub, how can you ensure that a deployment to production only happens after a senior engineer approves it? Option A. By setting the repository to private. Option B. Using environment protection rules and required reviewers. Option C. By adding a sleep command in the YAML file. Option D. By deleting the runner after the build stage. The correct answer is B. GitHub environments allow you to define protection rules. One of the most common rules is required reviewers, which pauses the workflow when it reaches a job targeting that environment. The job will not proceed until one or more designated users manually approve it in the GitHub UI. What happens if you define a stage in GitLab CI/CD but no jobs are assigned to that stage? Option A. The pipeline fails with a syntax error. Option B. The pipeline ignores the stage and proceeds to the next defined stage. Option C. GitLab creates a dummy job to fill the stage. Option D. The runner crashes. The correct answer is B. Stages in GitLab define the execution order. If a stage is defined in the stages list but no jobs have a stage less than name greater than property matching it, GitLab simply skips that stage during execution. It does not cause an error. It just results in an empty step in the pipeline visualization. Which service allows GitHub users to host their own Docker images and NPM packages within the GitHub ecosystem? Option A. GitHub Pages. Option B. GitHub Packages. Option C. GitHub Marketplace. Option D. GitHub Desktop. The correct answer is B. GitHub Packages is a software package hosting service that allows you to host your software packages privately or publicly and use them as dependencies in your projects. It integrates with GitHub Actions to automate the publishing and versioning of images and libraries. In a GitLab C job, which keyword allows you to run a sidecar container, like a database, during the execution of your test script? Option A, image. Option B, services. Option C, dependencies. Option D, include. The correct answer is B. The services keyword in GitLab CI/CD is used to start additional Docker containers that are linked to the main job container. This is commonly used to provide databases like Postgres or Redis, or other tools needed for integration testing without manually installing them on the runner. What file extension must a GitHub Actions workflow file have? Option A, JSON. Option B, .xml. Option C, .iml or YAML. Option D, shish. The correct answer is C. GitHub Actions workflows are written in YAML. YAML ain't markup language. The files must be stored in the GitHub Workflows directory of the repository and end with either a .iml or YAML extension to be recognized by the GitHub parser. Where can you find the historical logs for previous pipeline runs in GitLab? Option A, in the Settings menu under Logs. Option B, under the Build menu in the Pipelines or Jobs section. Option C, by checking the .git folder on your local machine. Option D, by contacting GitLab support. The correct answer is B. GitLab stores the output of every C/CD job. You can access these by navigating to Build Pipelines, to see the overall flow, or Build Jobs, to see individual job logs. These logs are essential for debugging failed builds and auditing deployment history. In GitHub, what is a pull request? Option A, a request to delete a repository. Option B, a way to propose changes from one branch to another and facilitate code review. Option C, a command to download code from a remote server. Option D, a bug report submitted by a user. The correct answer is B. A pull request, PR, is the central collaboration point in GitHub. It allows developers to notify others about changes they've pushed to a branch. The PR provides a platform for discussion, code review, automated testing results, and finally, merging the code into the base branch. What is the purpose of the needs keyword in GitLab CI/CD? Option A, to specify which hardware resources the job needs. Option B, to allow jobs to run out of order, ignoring stages, as soon as their dependencies are met. Option C, to list the NPM packages required for a Node.js project. Option D, to force a job to run only on the master branch. The correct answer is B. The needs keyword enables directed acyclic graph (DAG) pipelines. By default, jobs in stage B wait for all jobs in stage A to finish. With needs, a job in stage B can start as soon as a specific job in stage A completes, even if other jobs in stage A are still running. significantly speeding up complex pipelines. Which GitHub feature automatically identifies vulnerable dependencies in your code and suggests fixes? Option A, CodeQL. Option B, Dependabot. Option C, GitHub Copilot. Option D, ActionLint. The correct answer is B. Dependabot scans your dependency manifest files, like package, JSON or requirements.txt. If it finds a library with a known security vulnerability, CVE, it alerts the maintainers and can even automatically open a pull request to upgrade the dependency to a safe version. Which on event in GitHub Actions allows you to trigger a workflow manually from the GitHub UI? Option A, push. Option B, workflow_dispatch. Option C, repository_dispatch. Option D, manual_trigger. The correct answer is B. The workflow_dispatch event adds a Run Workflow button to the GitHub Actions tab. It also allows you to define custom input parameters, like choosing a target environment or version number, that the user must provide before the workflow executes. In GitLab, what is a shared runner? Option A, a runner that is shared between multiple GitLab instances. Option B, a runner provided by GitLab.com, or an admin, that is available to all projects in an instance. Option C, a runner that multiple developers can log into via SSH. Option D, a runner that only works for public repositories. The correct answer is B. Shared runners are available to every project in a GitLab instance. They are ideal for projects with similar requirements and allow organizations to centralize runner maintenance. In contrast, specific runners are dedicated to a single project or group for specialized needs. What is the primary difference between continuous delivery and continuous deployment? Option A, delivery uses GitHub. Deployment uses GitLab. Option B, delivery requires a manual approval step before going to production. Deployment is fully automated. Option C, delivery is for mobile apps. Deployment is for web apps. Option D, there is no difference between the two. The correct answer is B. In continuous delivery, the code is always in a deployable state, but the final push to production is triggered manually. In continuous deployment, every change that passes the automated test suite is automatically deployed to production without human intervention. Which file in a GitHub repository is used to define the settings for a CODEOWNERS feature? Option A, GitHub/workflows/owners.iml. Option B, CODEOWNERS, located in the root, docs, or GitHub folder. Option C, settings, JSON. Option D, owners.md. The correct answer is B. The CODEOWNERS file is used to define which individuals or teams are responsible for code in a repository. When someone opens a PR that modifies files owned by a specific person, team, GitHub automatically requests a review from those owners. In GitLab, how do you prevent a job from running if the commit message contains the text skip C, single quote ? Option A, you must write a custom script to check the Git log. Option B, This behavior is built in and automatic in GitLab CI/CD. Option C. You must use rules. If to check the commit message variable. Option D. GitLab does not support skipping C via commit messages. The correct answer is B. Both GitHub and GitLab support built-in C skipping. If your commit message contains skip C, single quote, C skip, single quote, or several other variations, the pipeline will not be created for that push. This is useful for documentation updates or minor changes that don't require a full build cycle. Which of the following is a predefined variable available in every GitLab CI/CD job? Option A. $C_commit_ref_name. Option B. $user_password. Option C. $database_URL. Option D. $AWS_secret_key. The correct answer is A. $C_commit_ref_name is a predefined variable that holds the branch or tag name for which the project is built. Predefined variables are automatically injected by GitLab into the runner environment, providing context about the build without requiring manual setup. What is the function of a webhook in GitHub or GitLab? Option A. To allow users to browse the repository via a web interface. Option B. To send real-time notifications, HTTP post, to external services when events occur. Option C. To encrypt the source code for secure storage. Option D. To host static websites directly from the repository. The correct answer is B. Webhooks allow for integration with third-party systems like Slack, Jira, or custom deployment servers. When an event happens, like a push or an issue creation, the Git platform sends an HTTP payload to the configured URL, allowing external systems to react immediately. In a GitHub action, what does uses actions checkout at v4 do? Option A. It logs the user into the GitHub CLI. Option B. It downloads the repository's source code onto the runner. Option C. It checks the code for syntax errors. Option D. It deletes the current branch after a merge. The correct answer is B. The actions checkout action is the most common step in GitHub workflows. By default, the runner starts with an empty directory. This action clones the repository into the workspace so that subsequent steps, like building or testing, have access to the source code. What is the main advantage of using protected branches in GitLab? Option A. It makes the branch invisible to non-admin users. Option B. It prevents users from force pushing and allows controlling who can merge or push to the branch. Option C. It automatically encrypts the files in that branch. Option D. It doubles the speed of the CI/CD pipeline for that branch. The correct answer is B. Protected branches are a fundamental security feature. They prevent accidental data loss by disabling force pushes and ensure code quality by requiring specific permissions or successful pipeline results before code can be merged into critical branches like MAN or production. That wraps up our 30-question deep dive into DevOps with GitHub and GitLab. How many did you get right? If you found this helpful, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more DevOps certification content. Comment your score down below. For the full-length exam and more advanced practice tests, check the link in the description below.